Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. So we're going to talk about why I've not been able to upload videos because basically I have to hold down two jobs. Life has gotten really hard here in Argentina. The cost of living just has shot through the roof. I did a initial video about Javier Milei and my views on him and how his policies have affected my life as of late. Now let's talk about Donald Trump and how his policies have been ruining everything for me. So in the first video, I talked about how I don't like right-wing populists. I don't like left-wing populists. The whole thing about populists, I really hate them, like the whole cult of personality around them, that they're demagogues and they just promise things to people. They tell what people want to hear, and I feel like they bring out the worst in everyone, and they pretty much never deliver and screw people over. But in the case of Malay, like I'm gonna give a pass, even though I don't see eye to eye with him. He's like holding things down in Argentina. Things haven't exploded here, and I hope they don't. I'm not cynical. Like I don't want his government to go down in flames. I want him to finish his term. If he does a good job, great. He proves me wrong. Now with Trump, like I sell my services to a company that's in the States. We do international commerce. I bring things from other countries into the States. Now, ever since Trump has gotten into office, every time he opens his mouth, it's bad news for my job. It's been really hard. Like I work with companies from Canada, from the European Union, Eastern Europe, China. I work with companies from Mexico. Ever since Liberation Day, everything has been just pretty much a shit show. Now, the things that we bring into the States are mostly stuff that are investments for the hospitality sector. So we're talking about hospitals, hotels, restaurants. So that's money going outside of the States, going to foreign companies. And that's like something that drives Trump crazy. And I understand that. Like he has this protectionist mindset. But these are for items that once they're in the States, these companies are going to use them for their projects that are going to generate money within the States and jobs within the States. And I'm totally on board working with American companies. We work with a lot of American companies. And what he's going for to try to make everything to be built in the States, that's like almost like a generational thing. You can't do that overnight. And most American distributors, the stuff that they use within their supply chain, it's all tied to other countries too. So everyone's jacking up their prices. Getting stuff through the border has been insane too. Like they really, really drag their feet. No one knows what paperwork you have to present. Like they change it on a whim. I also get the feeling that at customs, they're very, very understaffed. And like I've had stuff stuck at the border for about maybe a month and they lose the paperwork and they ask for it again and again and again. I had stuff bounced back that I brought from China, arrived to the States. We presented the paperwork 10 times. And each time they told me everything's okay, it's going to get through. And what happened is that it was shipped back to China. And the whole situation with the Chinese manufacturers when it went back didn't go well. The Chinese company that we were working with was like really nice and gracious during the whole thing. But when the stuff was sent back and they seemed to have been dealing with that whole week, they basically told me to fuck myself. But the thing is that with Trump, like, again, even though I understand what he's going for, I think he's just executing it very, very poorly. And especially like at first when everyone was talking about he was a fascist, and I thought the guy had like authoritarian inclinations, but I never thought he was going to go so far. The guy is like totally crazy and unhinged, and there's like no one there to tell him, hey, let's just cool down a little bit. And like again, like with the migratory policy in the States, it's just wow, that's just insane. Like let's talk about migratory policy because we work a lot with construction and a lot of migrants work in that sector of the economy and everything's just dead stopped. Like a ton of projects are just dead in the water. Projects in the States that generate jobs in the United States. But I want United States to prosper. It would be nothing better for me. It's going to be great for business. A United States that's prosperous and healthy, I feel like has like a net positive for the rest of the world. A rising tide raises all ships, I guess. The lack of clarity and this very unfiltered Donald Trump is a major problem. Now, this is a guy that has already gone through a presidency. He knows how things work, and he knows that the way he's carrying himself is just totally wrong. Undermining all of your soft power and just giving the world a colossal F you. It doesn't work. The whole thing with the tariffs is just a stupid idea. Like, I understand if you put tariffs on key items for certain parts of the economy. I know that works, but you do have to have like a complete plan of how you're going to revitalize your industry. And you have to do that revolving around education and how you teach your people and how you're going to focus your human resources in general. You can't change everything and tell the people, hey, figure things out. It doesn't work like that. So I'm gonna leave this rant here. I hope you guys liked it. Hopefully, look, I'm gonna really try to do one video a week. I'm gonna really, really try. So see you guys next time. Bye.